Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. Of course, I'm coming to you in the new year now. Thank you very much for your comments on my Climate Change 2022 and Beyond reading. I found those cards extraordinarily, uncannily accurate, particularly those first Oracle cards. They kind of told a story in themselves. So if you haven't watched that, go back and there's some useful information in there. Thank you also for your comments on my predictions 2022 reading. That's also there if you haven't watched it. If you're not subscribed, I don't normally do this, but I love to see new subscribers to my channel. If you're not subscribed yet, click that subscribe button. I don't need to tell you to give me a thumbs up, nor do I need to tell you to comment, because you do that so well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you also to the people that sent donations. Really, thank you. They are very well received and I'm very grateful for them. Okay, let's get started. I'm using my Tarot of the Divine, and I think I'm going to go to my Kipper for my second question. So much has happened, even in the time from New Year till now. I'm not going to look at Omicron. Australia is in the same situation as the US, and it's a pretty concerning thing. But I'm not going to sit in that today. I want to go to January 6th and the committee that is investigating the insurrection at the Capitol, and of course the news that they are considering referral for not just contempt, criminal contempt in terms of trying to hold up a proceeding, but they're also considering criminal conspiracy as well. And I want to look at, if they do make that referral, in the meantime, the DOJ head, Merrick Garland, has come out and said, we will absolutely follow the evidence down beyond just those that have been charged, wherever that takes us. No one, is above the law. If it does extend to people who occupied office or high office, they will go where that evidence leads them. Jim Jordan, of course, has said he won't cooperate with the committee. Surprise, surprise, after saying he has nothing to hide. Quite poignantly, I think, was the images of Liz Cheney and her father commemorating the insurrection in the Capitol, the fallen police officers and others who lost their lives, walking in, only Republicans to do so, and not being clapped or cheered on by Republicans, but being clapped and cheered on by Democrats. And that is where we are at that image really sums up where we are at this time. Okay. Let's look at, firstly, will the committee make that criminal referral? Criminal conspiracy. That's where I want to go. Will the January the 6th committee make that criminal referral, criminal conspiracy referral about the ex-president, for the ex-president? Criminal conspiracy referral for the ex-president and the role he played. Okay, something's jumping out. The Four of Wands. That's my card for the Democrats. It's also a union of, generally it's like family, like-minded. It's a yes card. But let's see what else comes out. Judgment. Okay, they're going to make a judgment here. It's not just for the ex-president, it's for those that are around him. Something comes to an inevitable ending here. I think for his ex-president's family as well. Something is coming to an end. A judgment will be made. The Eight of Swords restrict. They want to restrict him. They're going to go a step further than that. They are looking at ways of bringing his run in politics to an end. I'm getting the 14th Amendment. Now, I got a real draw to that when this happened. I got an affirmative that somehow that would be passed. Others are also looking at this for any of the reps or senators that may have been involved. They want to restrict them from ever holding power again. In the past, we've got the Three of Coins, and here we are. It's not just the Democrats, it's the Republicans as well. A group of Republicans looking at how they can stop Trump's run. It's like they've come together under the one umbrella to render this judgment, to bring something to an end. In the sky, we've got the Ace of Swords. The best way to do that is to cut through that net, that web, with that Ace of Swords. What is the Ace of Swords? It is the truth. It's also potentially yes to this question. Immediate future, the Magician. They're going to be successful. The Magician is, when I see the Magician, powerful manifestation in the near future. What are they manifesting? What comes straight after that Ace of Swords, the Magician? They're manifesting truth here. The Ace of Cups, wow, and the here and now, these are new starts. That Ace of Cups, I just want to mention in terms of tarot, kept coming up before January the 6th. New starts, new starts, new starts, every time I read. But this is also, emotions, water being associated with the emotions. So overflowing emotions as well. And I think I've got, well, it's a Chinese, I think, letter, but it also reminds me of a Reiki. It's a healing of the emotions. And the same rope is in clever cards, aren't they? The Tarot of the Divine. The same rope is here. By bringing forward that truth, you actually bring forward healing. This is a yes to the question. The Wheel of Fortune, they've got luck. As I kept saying before, the wind is in their sails, at their sails. The wind is going in their direction. They have Jupiter energy. Wow, Jupiter energy here. The Nine of Coins in the hopes and fears, independence. This is also the independence of their system. It's also money getting in the way as well. The fear that big money will get in the way. Now, the Ten of Coins, family, legacy, big money as well. Dark money. The truth about dark money. The truth about the Trump organization. Yeah. Okay, so the Ten of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Walking away from what no longer serves you. There's money interests here that they want to bring up. The Moon card. We can look to, again, the eclipses. Around the times of all those eclipses, you can go back to my previous reading. I think October is fairly significant, and this has come up again. The Ten of Coins. So this is also some fairly powerful moneyed interests here that's helping, trying to stop the ex-president getting anywhere near the Oval Office ever again. And we've got the Moon card. I wonder what comes next. Six of Wands, victory. They're going to be victorious, absolutely. They're going to bring the truth forward. The Knight of Swords at the base of the pack, and the Justice card. I told you. They have the wind in their sails. This is almost like, for those that watch this channel, it's almost like the universe saying truth is going to come out, which is what I've said all along. So, yes, they're going to make that criminal conspiracy referral. I did get a pull to the 14th Amendment. I want to see where they're going with that. Some pundits are saying it would only take a simple majority of the House and the Senate, which the Democrats have got. Let's see. Okay, down the track, I think the 14th Amendment will be somehow resurrected, raised again, once this criminal criminal proceedings kind of get going. 14th Amendment, they would need to do it before November, so the clock is really important here. Okay, so will the House and the Senate move that 14th Amendment in the Constitution? I think it's in your Constitution, 14th Amendment, which would bar the ex-president from holding high office, including the presidency, ever again. This is where they're going with it as well. They've got a plan. They're taking the big picture. Page of Cups, bombshells, surprises, things coming out, and the Hermit card. So they're trying to isolate him. It is all part of a plan as they bring forward that truth. And Three of Coins, they're working together. I can't state this enough. There is a group of Republicans working with the Democrats. Queen of Coins in the past, so we've got stability, domestic stability, the stability of the democracy. The Ace of Cups in the sky, absolutely. They need to bring forward this healing. This reading's very much connected with my last reading. The Two of Wands, something coming to fruition in time. Be patient. It's not going to be in the next month or two. It comes as a part of a process. The Two of Coins, they are walking a tightrope. Everything they do needs to be really well documented, well thought out, well planned, well executed. The Ace of Wands, a lot of aces, new starts, plans, projects, really a lot of motivation to get the job done. Strength. Gosh, tell me a time when a group of Republicans have been so aligned with the Democrats. Judgment, bringing something to an inevitable ending. The World card, bringing something to an inevitable ending. New beginnings. The Eight of Coins, working hard. Okay, this is what's happening here. They are working very hard to bring forward the end of Trump's power. I do believe they will be successful. And a part of this, because this question is about the 14th Amendment, and I get cards like that, Judgment, the World, and the Eight of Coins tells me they're working hard to get this done. Here's our 10 of Coins, which was the outcome card in the last reading. We have the King of Cups, Magician. This is all possible because of the release of information. Now, whether that's Mark Meadows, the former, he wasn't a speaker in the House. He was part or head of some sort of committee. Now, whether this is him handing over evidence or whether it's evidence they're sitting on, they've got it. Biden's got it. And as soon as the Supreme Court gives them the go-ahead, which I feel they will, because executive privilege doesn't reside with an ex-president. Executive privilege resides with the current president. They've got everything they need. So it looks like the criminal conspiracy, criminal contempt referrals come first, and then the 14th Amendment comes second. So we've got the Seven of Wands and the Four of Wands. In a way, it's down to the Democrats to do that. Do that defensiveness. The King of Coins will have to also defend himself against this criminal referral, not just from the Democrats, but from a section of the Republican Party. I think you can include Mitch McConnell, old mate, we've got a saying in Australia, old mate, Mitch McConnell, in that category of Republicans that are actively working to get rid of the ex-president and his hold over the party. So that's interesting. Now let's go to the ex-president. Now that we've got that out of the road, he will be facing criminal conspiracy contempt referrals. The DOJ will start that investigation. And soon after, I think the 14th Amendment follows. I think they can do it with a simple majority. It would have to be done before the midterms. On the midterms, I've always said that the Democrats do well in the Senate, but I said it was very close with the House, but I'm feeling increasingly optimistic that by the time that the January 6th committee is finished and the truth exposed, that will cost Republicans seats at the in the midterms. So they shouldn't be as cocky as what they are. Let's put it that way. But I'll do those readings later on. All right, let's have a look at the ex-president himself. Through the kipper, he had great fortune. Be interesting to see what happened to it. Concern. Yeah, the concern around the way he made his money has always been there. Always dogged him, and rightly so. All right, the ex-president, what will he face in the future? The ex-president, as a result of his past actions, what will the ex-president face in the future as a result of his past actions? Please. He played Russian roulette, that's for sure. In the past, we've got an official person. Well, I guess it doesn't get more official than the President of the United States, however that happened. The thief. Okay, so while he was president, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. The thief took the high office. Journey. The trainers change location. It could even be foreign shores as well. A journey that took him over to foreign shores, or something being delivered. The journey can mean change as well. So I think also the journey is just that him becoming president took everybody on a journey, on a train wreck. I used to say the Trump train, and probably that's the meaning of that card, the Trump train. People got on it, and it's in the past. Okay, so his power is very much in the past. Expectation at the moment. Here is the main man, which is him, the ex-president. Expectation. He has an expectation of others loyalty to him. Loyalty to who? Loyalty to the thief. Marriage. His marriage could be in trouble as well. That's interesting that came out. I can draw a clarification on that. It can also mean who he's tied to as well, who are tied to him. The future, we've got great fortune, which jumped out through his occupation, and we've got concern. These cards came out before, so yeah, poverty. Oh dear, he's going to lose his fortune basically. Oh my lord. Okay, he's concerned. This is the future row, and he is concerned about how them finding out, the authorities finding out how he got his money, but he's also very concerned about losing it. Courtship, lovers, and the house card. So how he built, very apt card for a real estate person. Unexpected money, and the coffin card. Endings and false person. Wow. I do feel, as soon as the writing's on the wall, don't expect Melania to stay around. She's a privileged lady at the moment, but I don't think she's going to stay around there if he loses that fortune. Poverty. Okay, let's just draw a clarifier on this. What was I going? Oh, the marriage card. He's worried about his marriage. He has an expectation. There's a contractual arrangement there. He has an expectation she will stay. Show me this marriage card, please. Okay, don't be surprised if we hear in the near future, and I mean the near future because this is in the present row, that his marriage busts up. She leaves him. She walks away. She walks away. What's at the bottom here? She walks away. The privileged lady walks away. Ends the marriage. The high honour card and the imprisonment. His fall from grace. Don't expect her to stick around. She's got a getaway plan, basically. Imprisonment and high honour. So, I love the Kipper because they just give me such wonderful cards there. He's very worried about his money, losing his money. And he's very worried about poverty. And as we can see, Melania's plotting her getaway. But I think she'll do it sooner rather than later. So there you go. That's the reading for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I do want to look fairly seriously. Perhaps next week sometime, I'm just at a slower pace in January, just to have a bit of a break. I'll ramp things up in February again, including tarot scopes in February. But I think I might have a look at some astrology next week. I do feel in terms of power structures, so many of us are not getting our expectations met. And I think there will be a growing movement toward more localized power structures, where people have a greater say. I think that the Omicron outbreak, certainly here in Australia, is telling us where governments have let us down, maybe in the UK as well, that there is probably a need to join with like-minded people that share values. And this is really sparked by a question I had from a viewer who said, do we need to expect that racism will be eradicated and we'll get a fair go? Or do we just need to get on with perhaps accepting what is and moving toward this kind of, not having the expectation the problem will be solved, but this kind of community type of focus. So the North Node is moving. The mean node is already in Taurus and the South Node is in Scorpio. The mean North Node is already in Taurus. The true North Node happens this month. I think that is our signal to come in and focus on our immediate environment, being our home, our family, our local communities, our local government, and out of necessity, really. And I think that the COVID-19 is driving a lot of this as well. So I just want to kind of see what channeling I can get on that, to see what might likely happen in the future. So thanks for joining me for this reading, and I'll be back again with another one soon. Thank you also for those that have donated and those that have commented, liked, subscribed, etc., etc. It's appreciated. I love to see new subscribers. So thank you again. Bye for now.